Yeah, this is not a normal piano library for sure. Hi, I'm Don Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com, and I'm very excited today. We're going to be checking out the Pripyat Pianos by Strix Instruments. Captured over the last 7 years, the developer Strix Instruments has made over 25 trips to the city of Pripyat, and this is in the middle of the Chernobyl disaster area. Touted as a sound museum, this library has probably one of the more unique stories of sample library, recorded in abandoned spaces 33 years after the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. Pripyat downloads as 3.9 gigabytes. It's recorded at the site of the Chernobyl exclusion zone with 2,900 samples recorded at 48K, 24-bit. Got 9 velocity layers, 4 to 16 round robins, and the engine does contain 14 snapshots as well as 23 different impulse response presets, which look to be pretty important for the expanded sound of this library. There's an age knob and several other controls. Pripyat Pianos does require the full version of Kontakt 5.8.1 or higher, and I'll be sure to include a link to take you straight over to this deal that's going on right now. Our friends at Audio Plugin Deals currently have the Pripyat radioactive pianos available for 70% off. They normally sells for $199. You can grab the instrument now for $59.99. Include links to everything I mentioned in the description below. All right, I've got Pripyat Piano loaded up here. You got documentation, an info folder, instruments. There's one NKI here. And then there's a snapshots folder. And if you see right here, the snapshots are not loading up automatically. You do need to copy them over. The easiest way to do that is go to the wrench icon, hit instrument options, go down to your snapshots menu, and then here it says snapshots location. Hit show. If there isn't a folder already named for Pripyat Pianos, it'll ask you if you want to create the pathway. So what you're doing is creating a folder in the proper area, which is your user documents. So it's right here. And then all you have to do then is take your snapshots folder and copy it in. And now our snapshots are over there. Now let's see if we did it correct, because I copied the whole folder. Did I need to copy the folder, or did I just need to copy the... Yes, I could do it. It looks like you could do it either way. So, without further ado, let's jump on in and check out Pripyat Piano, see what it sounds like here. I'm very excited about this. It looks like a pretty cool instrument. Now, one thing that I noticed in the material for the instrument is that the background image is going to change depending on which convolution we're using. So it's loading up with the Azure swimming pool. Let's just go to the movie theater. So this is pretty cool. This gives you a little look inside these spaces in Chernobyl. So we've got the ear controls here, which age the sound. I'm sure that's an EQ kind of thing. And then we've got distance for mics. Then we've got release key controls. And then we've got pedal sounds. I'm not getting much pedal sound there. Then we've got damper controls and sympathetic resistance. And this says it's a layer. special layer containing sympathetic string resonance of the string artifacts. You can really hear it there. This is kind of neat. You got the ability to change your piano lid. All right, let's go ahead and listen to the presets. I'm sure these are going to show us how the convolution interacts with the instrument and the different kind of sounds you can get. Yeah, I'm loving how just destroyed these pianos are. So this one's got a nice echo. You can see down here we've got controls over our convolution. Besides it being a little odd that up in the left corner we select our convolution and the down in the right bottom corner is where we adjust it. Other than that, it's so far the instrument's making a lot of sense. Let's just check out the Dreamer preset. Let's check out inside the nuclear reactor. And I'm starting to think this is a good time for us to go ahead and just turn the convolution all the way off. And pull back our sympathetic resonance just so we could hear what the sample set is by itself. Yeah. A lot of detail. And it looks like we've only got controls between the distance here, between the close, medium, and far mics. So here's close, and here's medium, and here's far. It's kind of nice. I like the icon to change it up, and it's a nice smooth transition between them. You can actually MIDI CC it, which would be a way to switch. You can't fade between them, so that's interesting. Then we've got the lid characteristic. So you got 3 variations on that. And this is kind of cool. With the trim, I've taken out a lot of the resonance. So we've almost lost the note sustain itself. So up high, this might be kind of neat. Yeah, this is not a normal piano library for sure. All right, let's move along. There's still a few more presets. I want to check them all out. Medical Unit 126. The detuning on this. I can see how this is going to be really fun and useful for horror and suspense stuff already. Yeah, some of the sympathetic resonance sounds are pretty crazy. Yeah, that's pretty neat sound. Cool little riff. I'm actually going to record that one. I like that one. Okay, let's check out just these other two presets here. 33. Just the out-of-tune nature of this. And year 0. Yeah, there's just little bits that I hear resonating underneath this that I would have loved to have been able to capture without so much piano sound, I think. There is something pretty special about what they've done here, although I don't think this instrument is going to be for everyone. I personally am absolutely thrilled with what they've done, and I'm going to be using this. I already started using it on some of the next pieces of music I'm writing, just because of the unique character, the combination of being able to manipulate those convolutions for even further ambiances in the background, as well as the trim controls and the sympathetic resonance. I think those are the real strengths for me. The sample set, it sounds fantastic. It's so full of character that it's going to be way too much for some people unless you're doing a specialty project. If I'm going to critique the library, there's a couple things I would say that I wish it had. I really wish they would have spent a little time with some sound designers to create some ambiances, textures, and pads from this sample set, because I can't do it on my own without it sounding like a piano within the instrument. You can't completely eliminate that piano sound, and what you do get when you manipulate it with convolution is a piano sound with a tiny bit or a whole lot of convolution textures and depth and ambiances going on in the background, that even once you take that trim level way down and crank your sympathetic resonance, you still do hear the piano-ness in it, and I would like to have had more sound design instruments from this. I also would have really liked to have seen the samples as wave files for the IRs. This is one of the big things about this whole library, is that you've got these 23 new IRs that have never been sampled because it's nearly impossible for anyone to get to this area and stay healthy. I'm not sure what these guys were thinking, risking their health, going there 20 some times over the last 7 years to sample this stuff. But I would have loved to have had these IRs as wave files to utilize in my other convolution reverbs, in other instruments and whatnot. Thanks for spending a little time with me and checking out the Pripyat Pianos today. I'll, of course, include a link to take you straight over to that deal page if you want to save 70% off this library for the next, I think it's a week and a half. Is this something you're interested in? Is it something you'll be picking up? Please tell me your thoughts. Comment below. I always love a like, share, subscribe. Be sure to head over to samplelibraryreview.com for the latest news, reviews, and our weekly deals page.